Hey everybody, welcome back to Unlocking the Paradigm Portal. My name is Sarah, and I'm doing something a little bit different right now. I have no plan. I just wanted to share after the video I did yesterday, I did something really cool. I recorded that, I got it all uploaded, and then I climbed onto my couch under a heated blanket, and I did nothing all day. Nothing. Like I barely got off the couch. And something really awesome happened. It felt really uncomfortable and really weird at first. In my mind, I got to just lay there because my physical body just would not let me do anything else. And I got to observe my mind just telling me, do something. You have all these things to do. There's lists and there's this and there's that. And you just moved and you have unpacking to do. And I physically couldn't do it. A couple of times I did get caught up in the thoughts and I tried to get up and do stuff. And I right away would go into a coughing fit and be like, nope, laying back down. And then I took a nap for like 2 hours. And then I woke up from the nap and I made some tea and I binged Big Bang Theory. I'm watching that for like the 18th time. And what happened was amazing. Because the more I just listened to what my body told me and just stayed still, I didn't feel better yesterday, but I can honestly say by last night, I was feeling so much better. And today I am even better. Like a lot of the congestion has gone away. I have energy. I feel like this fire lit up inside of me, and it feels like my body giving this great big yes, because I did it. And it's funny, I say that it's funny because this has been my career for over 20 years of working with people with their bodies through massage therapy, through craniosacral therapy, through somatic breath work. Now I do integrated attachment coaching, and I'm working with people all the time to guide them to listen to their body, yet I was not doing it until yesterday. And I'm so proud of myself for doing it. And I'm sharing this because it truly does work. It may not work instantaneously. It may not work overnight. I feel very fortunate that it is, although I still am a little bit shaky and sitting here with like my winter hat on and in warm, cozy clothes because it is like negative 8,000 degrees outside. But it does work. So I've had some people asking me about somatic practices, and I talked a little bit about it yesterday, and I'm going to go into it right now because it is so incredibly important. So first of all, if you get sick, listen to that. And I know that things come up and you have obligations and responsibilities, and I am in no way saying to shirk those duties. However, you can still do what needs to be done and nurture yourself. Just notice, what am I feeling right now? My head's congested. My nose is stuffy. My body aches. That was yesterday. It was my middle back just hurt so much, and I think it was from coughing. And allow yourself even just a little bit of time each day. If you have to set your alarm a little bit earlier so it goes off to wake you up, and then you can just lay in bed for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and just be with yourself and check in. How am I feeling? What is my body telling me right now? Because your body is telling you everything that you need to know. If you've been running and you're ragged and you're snapping at people and you're frazzled, that is your body saying, I need to slow down. And the only one who can slow it down is you. And when I hear people say the phrase, well, sometime I'll find the time. You'll never find the time. You have to make the time. You have to make yourself a priority. And there are so many reasons that we can get into about why you've learned to not prioritize yourself, whether it's family, cultural experiences, perceptions, whatever it may be. Everybody's story is different. But the important thing is that you get to a point where even just for a minute a day, you recognize that you're a priority, because there's only one you in the world, and this world needs you. And for you to be able to keep being here and showing up and bringing your light into the world, you have to prioritize your health, your well-being. So the other thing is, and I touched on this yesterday a little bit, is using your breath to connect back to your body. And it's so simple. It might seem crazy to be like, I have to learn how to breathe. Yes, actually we do, because most of us, especially if you've dealt with stress, anxiety, depression, pain, especially chronic pain, grief, you don't always realize, but your breathing is very shallow. And I see this in my clients on my table, and I observe and I notice that their breathing is very shallow. And sometimes that can come from feeling unsafe for whatever the reason may be or may have been. So taking a deep breath might feel too noisy, too loud. You'll get too much attention. Or if you've had a tremendous amount of grief, you may be storing a lot of that in that breath. Think about it. When you're scared, when you're sad, when you're forlorn, you breathe a lot more shallow, right? So there's a reason for that, and it's you curl in on yourself. It's like trying to protect yourself. And if you can notice your body doing this, that's when you can start making changes on it. And it's as simple as just fold your hands, one on top of the other, over the area of your body that feels tight. It might be under your belly button. It might be between your ribs. It might be your upper chest. A lot of times it's that upper chest because we keep our hearts so protected and walled off. So just fold your hands over there and just breathe in through your nose as deep as you can, and then exhale through your mouth. And at first, just do regular breathing and just notice, is it a big breath or is it a shallow breath? Is it quiet? When you exhale, are you keeping your mouth closed? Are you pursing your lips and trying to control that exhale? And if so, I invite you to try open your mouth a little bit more. Exhale a little bit harder. Make some sound with it. You can literally exhale and go, When you sigh, that is your body's way of releasing. That's why you might notice you feel a little bit less pent up when you allow yourself to make that little bit of sound. If opening your mouth is not comfortable for whatever the reason may be, then keep your mouth closed and just hum it out. Just make some sound to get that energy moving. And it's not about drastic change. It's just about awareness. And where are you at right now in this moment? And once you've breathed into that one spot that feels particularly stuck or tight or restricted, see where else you feel it and just breathe into it there. And if it's someplace that isn't your normal breathing area, like let's say you're having a lot of pain in a joint, you don't need to put your hands on that joint. You certainly can. I absolutely invite you to do that at any point in time. But you also can just keep your hands on your chest and just breathe in. And when you breathe in that air, focus on that breath going to that pain spot. And what is it telling you? And then when you exhale, visualize, and you don't have to actually see it in your mind, but just imagine and tell yourself on your exhale, you're exhaling the pain out. And notice if you feel any difference. Again, it might not be big. It might be the smallest little thing. And you might not notice any change at all. But the important thing is that you are taking that moment to be with your body and to hear what it's saying. So I have to get going to an appointment, but I wanted to just pop in and leave this here for anybody who might need it today. And I'm going to go further in depth in future episodes. But please leave me comments if you've tried this, if you've noticed anything. And if you do try it, give yourself a high five. because for even a few seconds, you prioritized you. You listened to your body. You did what you needed for yourself. And that is the most beautiful thing and the most beautiful gift that you can give to yourself. So I will probably be back later tonight with more. This just felt very urgent on my end because I feel so much better today after doing this. And notice any little changes, anything, even if it's just your mood lifts the tiniest little bit. If you notice something like the sun shining, which I'm seeing right now, because even though it's freezing out, the sun is just gorgeously bright. Or notice, I don't know, any little thing, any little bit of beauty out in the world, because we all know things are just chaotic everywhere right now. And you can get caught up in that, or you can take a second and just notice something peaceful, something soft, something gentle, something radiant, and hold on to that little bit of a moment. So I will be back later, and I hope everybody has a gorgeous day.